Hi, so welcome to my latest video. For this video I'm taking part in a special Halloween Poundland challenge. I think I've mentioned this on previous videos. So Gareth from Cheese Embellishment Emporium has challenged myself and 3 others, including himself, so there's 5 of us in total, to make a Halloween themed piece of home decor using just items from the Poundland store, even with a budget of £5. We're also allowed to use glue and paint and up to 3 items from our stash. I'll include a link below to show you my video where I showed off my Poundland haul. So what I'm actually going to be doing in this video is using this frame from Poundland and decorating it with a Halloween theme. So the items I'm using from Poundland, I think it's the frame, some black card, and the £1 lacy tablecloth as well. And from my stash I'm using this black acrylic paint. I wasn't sure if it was going to be okay enough because I haven't used it for a long time, so it was drying up a little bit. I also used various glues. I used a hot glue gun, Pritt stick and glossy accents, and I used some googly eyes from Crafted with Wine, Carolyn, that is on YouTube, and I used these spiders that I'm just showing you now. So these were actually from a Halloween purchase last year, some ultraviolet glow-in-the-dark spiders that I've also painted in black. So here we have the frame all covered in black. Even though I didn't have to, I also painted the inside interior as well. So I'm just polishing the glass, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in the actual picture frame. For this project I knew I wanted to do a scary photo frame or something that can be hung up on the wall if you were decorating for Halloween. And originally I was thinking of maybe downloading a really scary photo or print of a witch or something, but then I was so chuffed to receive these googly eyes from Carolyn, who's Crafting with Wine, as part of a Halloween flipbook swap. And they're great because there's some really gorgeous colours as well. I have got a selection of googly eyes that I could have used that are all white, so I chose these because of the multicolour. I want to give a shout out as well to my fellow crafters that are taking part in this challenge. So as I mentioned, there's Gareth from Cheese Embellishment Emporium, there's Donna from Little Spaceman Papercrafts, there's Sarah from the Cranky Crafter, and Victoria from Crafty Heaven. So what I'll do is I will also put a link down below to all of their channels so that you can see their video. So essentially what we're trying to show is that you can produce a lovely piece of Halloween home decor for very cheaply and using some of your stash. So I hope you really like how this comes out. And here I am working out where to place these eyes. I wanted to make sure it looked as spooky but also fun as much as possible. So I had a great time working out the best position and how close to put them together. And I think it all worked well in the end. Here we go, I'm putting the whole picture frame together now. So here's what my googly eyes look like in the end, and I'm really happy with the number I used and the colours. So I'm pressing it into my black frame. And then what I'm going to be doing is you will see me using some of the tablecloth to snip around and give it some texture on the glass. Right, so I have here my painted frame. So I use my black acrylic paint. There's a few spots that I need to go over, but what I think I'm going to do is cover it in this tablecloth and then pick up any other bits. So so just to confirm what I've done, I painted this frame, which was £1 from Poundland. I used some of these googly eyes from my stash. These were actually from Carolyn from Crafting with Wine, and now I'm going to use part of this tablecloth set was from Poundland, and I'm going to cut it up. So that's the actual pattern, and I think I'm going to try and find the spider's web piece. So bear with me. Oh, this is lovely. Right, there we go. So there's the spider's web. So I'm going to cut this down and then I'll start Mod Podging it. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've cut the piece I wanted. I've actually cut quite a lot. I wanted to save the skeleton skull pieces on the tablecloth for another project. So I'm going to start sticking this down with just some standard Mod Podge glue. And I haven't used this for a while, so hopefully it's not all dried up. Oh, maybe I should have shaken it first. There we go, get some. There we go, lovely. So I am just going to start sticking this down to the glass. Hopefully, I mean, it should all dry clear. That's what I love about Mod Podge. So here we go. That's sticking nicely. Oh, see that? So obviously you have to be a bit gentle with it. Here we go. So you get the picture, and I'll continue doing this, and when it's dry I'll come back. This actually took a lot longer to dry than I thought, and you can probably still see that there's some patches where the glue's still drying. I probably could have used a heat gun, not a heat gun, yeah, a heat gun to dry it, but I just prefer to let things dry naturally. So here are my painted spiders that I'm working out the best position for them. And I wanted to include this piece in the video to show you that I was using glossy accents, because I'm a great advocate of showing if you're going to make mistakes, you learn from them. So I actually love using glossy accent glue. I think it's great for most things, but these spiders, it just wouldn't glue. So you can see me using now the Mod Podge. I've also at a later stage grabbed some condiments, some heavy items, just to see if I can weigh down those spiders. But for whatever reason, they would not glue. And just as I'm going through editing this video, I've realised how many times I repeat myself, and the trouble I get into with trying to say Poundland. So I hope you enjoy this video, and please forgive me, because when I started filming this I wasn't feeling very well, so I was recovering from a cold. So you know, we all feel a bit rough and ready at times, so I hope you can keep with it. So you can see I'm still having trouble. So let's skip to the bit now where I get my glue gun and really get those spiders attached to that frame. So I've got my glue gun out. I don't normally like using a glue gun because I am quite clumsy and I have been known to burn myself. So as I was having no luck with the glossy accents, I went and dug my glue gun out and thought this was the only glue for the job. So I'm just waiting for it to warm up, and it was brilliant because, as I suspected, it managed to glue those spiders onto that within seconds. The only thing you'll know from anyone else who crafts using a hot glue gun is that it was getting a bit stringy across the main frame, but that was fine because I was just able to snip the pieces off and pick them away. So I think the end result works really, really well. here is the final piece. So I think it worked really well. I've kept the raw edge of the lace tablecloth around the frame because I think it works well, like in a kind of cobweb fashion. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please follow my friends' other projects as well, and if you're going to do anything like this, then please use our hashtag 5pound store challenge, and I'll leave that in the description. Bye for now.